Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Big 13. Big 13.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Wilson.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Start.
Check 53 Mike. Check 53 Mike. I got you.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12. Start.
Burrow looking to pass. Caught right side, Tate. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
11.
From the 24, Burrow. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Now Burrow. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Quinnen Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Wilson.
That's caught right side by Mims.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wilson on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
On first down, right back to Carter.
Shifts past him at the 45. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Wilson to Mims for a New York first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here's a give to Carter.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Wilson to Moore there for a Jets first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run for it with Carter. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Carter, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Carter, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Carter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll try the left side with Carter. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Antwaun Woods never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. So now Wilson and the Jets with a third and long here following the sack. Third and long. It's Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Tate on the return. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Here you go. Here you go. Ready? Ready, set.
Stop your whining. Jump.
From midfield now, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Switch. 11.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now Carter to start the drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Christian Kirksey.
He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock,
really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Joey Slye for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Wilson now to throw on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Now Burrow on first down. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Full run show Fatukasi. Forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Carter again, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 3, second down. Carter once more. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
87 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, it's Carter. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
They'll run with Carter.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Going for it, it's Carter.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Throwing, Burrow.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another tote for Carter.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just